Hi, I'm Peter. I'm the author of the Teeth of the Jungle educational adventure series. Currently, we're traveling the world with my family, and I will show you how the Samoans prepare the umu. It's a traditional way of cooking on fire. It's quite entertaining, so enjoy the video. We're getting ready for cooking the traditional way. This is called umu. This is a typical Samoan way of cooking meals. Other Pacific Islands do the same, or Pacific Island nations do the same. So they basically heat up the rock. These are volcanic rock. They retain the heat for an extended period of time. And then they cover, there's another pile there, and then they cover the meals with the rocks. So over here, we're using banana leaves to wrap the food. So all the natural resources are being used. There's a very particular way the timber is being piled up on the volcanic rocks, and they also use the coconut shells, burn the coconut shells, and I believe we're going to put those additional rocks on top of the fire once the fire is fire is burning properly. The pile is getting bigger and bigger. Very soon we're going to have a massive fire in here. So now we loaded the rocks, these additional rocks from the side. We loaded them on top of the fire. And we're just going to wait and let time do the rest. Once all that timber burns, then the rock on the bottom as well as the rock on the top will be very, very hot enough to cook the meals, cook the fish and taro and breadfruit, whatever we're going to cook. The traditional island life, island of Samoa, surrounded by beautiful coconut trees, beautiful ocean. Look at the color of the water, it's absolutely stunning. There's abundant fish everywhere, except where they use dynamite, unfortunately, in the old days. And then you can hear the music in the background, you can hear the fire heating up the rocks, drinking kava, or ava as the Samoans say. In Fiji and Tonga they say kava while we're preparing the meal. Now in Samoa, unlike in Fiji, the ava is actually quite sacred. Apparently it's good for your back. So I asked for 2 buckets. Oops, the rocks are, that was my side. That's what I piled up. I think I failed. I have to improve my methods. So while the umu is heating up, or the rocks are heating up, I thought I just record my observations about Samoa and the people of Samoa. An interesting observation that I had is that island in the background is Upolu, the main island. That's where Apia is. I'm currently on Manono. In Manono there is no cars, there's no traffic. This is real traditional, a lot more traditional than Savaii or Upolu. Savaii is the biggest island. And so people in Manono, they have to bring a lot of things from the, I guess we call it the main island, from Upolu, by a boat. They've got these tiny little boats carrying people and goods. So
every time families come to visit, families in Manono, they bring essentials like soap, dishwashing liquid. Actually, dishwashing liquid is probably not essential. They probably use soap instead. Sugar, flour, whatever they need, whatever, you know, clothing, and including building materials. And the interesting observation that I had was that as we were waiting for the boat to come back to Manono, random people were helping each other. Now that was really, really nice. You don't see that often. So as you know, one family was loading the boat with their building materials, and I'm talking timber, I'm talking big collarbone sheets. So it's tough. If you want to build something in Manono, it's really tough. But you know, you had other random individuals just waiting around and potentially catching the same boat, or maybe not even catching the same boat. They were just there, they saw that, okay, there's a need for a hand. Without hesitation, without any discussion, they just jumped in and they helped loading the boat. I mean, the boats are very small, you know, you can only fit like 8 to 10 people max in it. So, you know, they really make the most of it. And you also have to pay attention to the tide. You can't just come over anytime. You know, of course, when it's low tide, then it can be quite challenging to park the boat somewhere on the Manono side. The other side is a little bit easier, but Manono is really I guess underdeveloped from that sense. So I will share more details, more experiences about the Samoans and the Samoan cultures and later on, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to share this experience with you. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to umu cooking and see what the next steps are. So the next steps are, these banana leaves are being heated up on the fire, and then the hard part of the leaf is being separated. It will make it easier to wrap the food on the banana leaves. So over here you can see the spine of it, but it's the other side that we'll need to remove. So that side is very thick, and we just need to remove it. The traditional way of making coconut cream. This is unbelievable compared to the ones that we buy in the can in Australia. This is the real deal. Yeah. So they basically shred the coconut. The coconut milk or coconut water goes into this big bowl, and then the shredded coconut goes into it. They mix it up, and then they use the coconut husk. Is that coconut husk?
Yeah.
They make some sort of kind of like a sifter, and then they put it inside the coconut husk, and then they squeeze it. It's not an easy job. and yeah, these families, they have to do this, you know, sometimes 2-3 times a day. So this is the real deal. This is the real coconut cream. So this is how the luau is being prepared. That's the fresh taro leaves. This is my favorite Samoan food. So coconut, freshly squeezed coconut cream is being poured into it, and then it's just squeezed into or formed into a ball, and then the banana leaves, wraps it in the banana leaves. Yeah, Samoan foil. And then they use the breadfruit leaf as another layer. how they use these natural resources, and then he ducks it under, and he used the stem or the spine of the breadfruit leaf and then pierces a small little hole in there and then just tucks that spine into it, and then that keeps it nice and neat.
Wow, amazing work. An hour later, the timber is burnt. You can see the ashes, beautiful red ashes. Oh my goodness. The food is gonna be absolutely amazing on this umo, the Samoan umo. The rocks are separated, creating space for the food to go into the hot box. Look how red that rock gets. It is extremely hot. Wow. I haven't seen a volcano. I mean, I have seen active volcano in Bali, but it is crazy just to think about these hot rocks flying all over, coming down like rain. This is next level heat. I better move away. Breadfruit. Some of them are scraped, others aren't. I'm gonna have to ask why. They just hold the breadfruit. And do it really fast because it's very hot. Wow. Okay, so I just asked the breadfruit that is scraped. That's going to be for today, and the breadfruit that is not scraped, that retains freshness longer, and that will be good for tomorrow and potentially the day after tomorrow.
This are good for 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
It's good for 3 days.
Yes.
Unless you put coconut cream in it. Coconut cream, it goes off. You have to eat it. They finished loading the hot rocks on top of the breadfruit, and now they cover it with banana leaves, I should say. And those little balls, they're the ones that I recorded earlier. They're the luau, which is the taro leaf with the coconut cream. I think they're gonna cover the entire thing, but it seems like there is a particular method to it. It's not just they just all the whole bunch of leaves on it. This is the umo. It will take 1 hour now for the breadfruit to cook. Wow. Oh, there's some more leaves in it. These are wet. Probably to prevent the fresh banana leaves from burning. It's very interesting. The umo is now done. The wet leaves are removed, and these were the dry leaves. Some of them are used in the freshly woven basket to put it on the bottom. And the rocks are still very hot, but it's a matter of collecting the food now. So this is what the final dinner looks like. It was absolutely delicious. You could taste the smokiness in every single bite. My favorite was the luau, which is the taro leaf cooked in coconut cream. So if you're in the Pacific Islands, then make sure you try that. We also thank the family for preparing this wonderful meal for us. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and check out my other videos as well. There is a ton more videos coming.